Hello guys! Kamusta? My name is Jen and I'm a Filipino registered nurse working here in Australia. I started my application back in 2017. I was also a registered nurse in Singapore. Initially thought I could immediately work here as a nurse. Ang tinake ko lang na exam, English test. For the IELTS, I completed other documents and then I submitted to AFRA, which is a governing body here. Parang PRC yung sa atin. And then I took a 3-month bridging course, initial registration for overseas nurses. Recently, they are planning to outcome-based assessment. You can check out AFRA's website for the updated news. I have a detailed story dyan. I've listed down all the requirements. Language dito is English. That's why one of the requirements, take an English test. Listening, writing, reading, and speaking should be 7 and above. Normally, ang working hours is 38 hours per week. May times din na kailangan mag-overtime. Other hospitals na merong options na yung overtime mo is either isasama sa sweldo mo or time in lieu, additional hours for leave. Of course, you are entitled to an annual leave. Leave is accrued. You-earn yun, depende na sa number of hours na pinasok. Entitled to sick leave, may sakit yung family member, you can opt to be on leave and file a carer's leave. Maternity, medyo wala pa akong idea kasi hindi pa namin nagagamit. Receive ko yung registration ko na January 2018. And then after that, nag-apply na ako. I started working April 2018. Work muna ako na sa part-time due to care arrangement issues. Nag-resign din ako dun sa first job ko. Thankfully, I was just recently hired. Newbie pa rin ako, so I'm still starting my working journey. Currently, full-time nurse, cath lab facility. With regards to workload, personally, as compared to Philippines and Singapore, I feel na medyo mas light workload ko sa Australia. Siyempre, that's my personal opinion lang. And other nurses may have different views as well. Ding iba't ibang adjustments, especially kapag nagsa-start ka na. Yung routine, being aware of the Australian healthcare system, like yung language. Parang mga times na hindi ko maintindihan yung mga sinasabi nila or yung mga terms nila. And, ayun, nag-ano lang ako, pardon? Tanong lang ako ng tanong. Which is okay lang naman kasi tayo kasi sa Philippines, sanay tayo na American accent. Unfortunately, I cannot divulge the exact amount I am earning kasi for confidentiality. You can check naman yung pay guide sa fairwork.gov.au. Doon nakaspecify yung pay ng mga nurses. Depende kung anong level of nurse ka na. Kasi nag-work ako sa Philippines ng 5 years and then another 5 years sa Singapore. Credit naman yung total working experience ko. Yan, nababayaran naman ako ng tama. Pero you can check sa payscale.com. Ang range is about $26 to $42. Hourly naman yung rate dito. Hindi pa rin sa facility kasi minsan nagbibigay pa rin sila ng mas mataas dun sa range ng payscale.com. Iba rin yung weekend rate, iba rin yung overtime rate, additional fees din yun. Of course, taking into consideration the tax as well. More or less mga 30% yung tax and malaki talaga yung tax dito. In short, nurses' pay here is considerably good. Thursday, may tinatawag na long shopping. Mga malls ay open until 9 p.m. Otherwise, the rest of the days, until 5 p.m. lang. For us, sa family namin, we appreciate yung ganun kasi parang you tend to have more family time. Di ka na magtatambay sa mall. Ang option mo is to have dinner with the family. Like in the Philippines, family-oriented din sila. Oh my! Love you! Ang maganda din dito sa Australia is they promote outdoor activities. Free yung mga parks, free yung mga beach. You can just bring food and libre na yung pupuntahan mo. Trip yung mga long drive, camping. If you want to check out some places to go in Australia, just check out our website. Migration, citizenship, visa application is a very massive topic for discussion. I am not the best person to give advice with regards to all those legal topics, so it's best to read Australian immigration and policies. You have to apply citizenship individually. Before you can become a citizen, you have to be lawful permanent resident for at least 4 years. If you are a permanent resident and you'd like to bring your direct relative here, meaning your husband or your child, you can definitely bring them here as long as you can provide documents that will show that you are directly related to them. Just a heads up that one of the challenges here of starting families like us who doesn't have any family or relatives here, pinaka-challenge namin dito is yung care arrangement issues ng anak, especially if both parents would like to work. Challenging kung sino yung maiiwan sa bahay. You look after the child. You can opt for your child or children to go for a childcare. Childcare fees here are very much costly, especially if you are not yet a permanent resident. Kami ng husband ko, we would like to retire here. Although of course, hindi naman namin kakalimutan yung Philippines. At saka we would like Marshall to know the culture of Philippines as well. Australia is a good place to retire. If you already started working, your employer will pay you a certain percentage for your retirement fund. That's what we call superannuation. Some sort of a retirement fund that when you reach a certain age, you are permanently retired from work, you have the right to access the superannuation fund or yung retirement fund. And another good thing here is the healthcare system. We have what we call Medicare. That's one of the benefits of being a permanent resident or a citizen here. We have free checkups, free hospitalizations in public hospitals. Also, education is free in public schools for primary and secondary. If you're thinking of buying a property with the nurse's pay, yes, it is possible. It also depends on each person or each family's budgeting and expenses. Bear in mind as well that the properties also varies depending on the location. So the more you are near to the city, the more expensive it is. Culture in general here in Australia has some similarities and differences also from Philippines. We also love to spend time with families. What I've discussed in work-life balance, ang mga malls dito, they close at 5 p.m. because they would love to have family time. Kami ng husband ko, both Filipinos, quite a challenge for us also on how to raise a kid, the Filipino and the Australian way. Considering also that here in Australia is very multicultural country. Pag lumaki na yung mga bata dito, they tend to be more independent. Very friendly rin naman ang mga Australian. They're very palabate. They'll say, hi, how are you? Have a lovely day. Australian is a very open country. Lalo ngayon summer, the way of dressing up here to show off ng skin, it's not a big deal here. Unlike us in the Philippines na medyo may pagka-conservative pa tayo. Currently, we are staying here in Sydney, which is considered one of the most expensive city to live. But it still depends on each person or each family's spending habit. Kami ng husband ko, we still believe na it's still best to maintain a simple and frugal lifestyle. Although, it's not bad naman time to time, you get to spend something for food or you want to buy something or travel to a new place. What's important is you have a budget and track your expenses. And that includes food, remittance, insurance, transportation, others. So make sure you watch the video which we have discussed the usual expenses here in Australia. In Australia, we have 4 seasons. Ngayon, it's December, so we are already on summer season. From December to February. Pag Pasko, mainit yung Pasko namin. And the temperature shoot up until about 45 degrees yung pinakamataas na experience namin dito. Ganyan pag summer, masarap mag-camping, punta sa beach. March, April, May, that's an autumn season. Medyo malamig-lamig na and mahangin in preparation for the winter. Winter is from June to August. Dito sa Sydney, may mga dadayuhin ka lang ng mga lugar. if you wanna experience snow, like blue mountains, snowy mountains. Otherwise, hindi naman talaga nagsusnow. My favorite season is spring, which is tama lang yung temperature. Sakto lang yung lamig. Maganda tingnan yung mga flowers na nag-bloom, and maraming flower festival. So, ayan. If you want to know more of my nursing journey and my family stories as well here in Australia, check out our website www.bringtogether.com, or you can contact us through our Facebook page. And make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channel so you can follow our stories and our adventure. Thanks, bye!